Accomplishments are merely dreams turned into realities. And that's the way RAHMOC racing began. The dreams of two young men became reality in 1978. That's when Butch Mock and Bob Rahilly founded RAHMOC Enterprises, a team that has become a major force on NASCAR's Winston Cup circuit. Mock began his racing career as a driver, competing on the same Hialeah Speedway in Florida where former Winston Cup champion Bobby Allison launched his career. Rahilly never sat behind the wheel, preferring to prepare the cars for someone else. In 1978, Mock and Rahilly bought a Chevrolet from noted car builder Hutcherson Pagan and competed in two events. RAHMOC Enterprises was born. 4 years after its initial step into Winston Cup racing, the hard work and determination seemed to be paying off for the RAHMOC team. It selected former USAC stock car champion Joe Ruttman as the team's driver and picked up a major sponsor to help it build towards success on the world's toughest racing series. When Neil Bonnett stepped behind the wheel of RAHMOC's machines in 1983, the team began achieving the success it had long sought. Right from the first week of action in Daytona, RAHMOC proved its competitiveness. Bonnett drove the team into victory lane in both the All-Star Busch Clash and then in the 125-mile qualifying race prior to the Daytona 500. That was just the beginning of RAHMOC's best season. Along the way, victories were tallied in the prestigious World 600 and the Atlanta Journal 500. The team's consistency was reflected in 10 top 5 finishes and 16 top 10 efforts. The RAHMOC Chevrolet also sat on 4 poles at Rockingham, Bristol, Darlington, and North Wilkesboro. Bonnett and the team also captured nearly $500,000 in earnings. For 1987, the winning combination has been reunited. After a 3-year absence, Bonnett is returning to RAHMOC to build on the success all enjoyed in 1983. There is no question that for at least the next 3 years, RAHMOC's expertise and Bonnett's considerable driving talents will add significantly to the $2.5 million the Hueytown, Alabama driver has won in his standout career. During Bonnett's 3-year absence from RAHMOC, the team was not content to rest on its laurels. In 1984 and 85, the team again exceeded the $300,000 mark in winnings, with Dave Marcus and Lake Speed at the wheel. One of the highlights in RAHMOC racing history came in the 1985 Daytona 500, when Speed finished second to Bill Elliott. The team had no sponsor until the eve of NASCAR's richest event, yet its self-confidence and determination overshadowed any obstacles. RAHMOC's strong second-place showing in the 500 was viewed by tens of millions of fans on television and heard by 5 million more on radio. The attention RAHMOC's inspiring effort received was not unusual. NASCAR Winston Cup races average an attendance of 70,000 fans and boast higher TV ratings than professional golf, tennis, and bowling. In this sport of high visibility and prestige, RAHMOC is always considered one of the teams to beat when fans converge on an event. Statistically, those fans are 60% male and 40% female. The majority's income averages more than $25,000, and they are loyal to the products that support their favorite sport. As Winston Cup racing has continued to grow and spread across the country, RAHMOC Enterprises has continued to mature. In 1986, the 16-man operation moved into a modern 18,000 square foot complex just outside Concord, North Carolina. In a section of pasture land where cotton once grew sits a facility that produces some of the top cars on the Winston Cup circuit. The ultramodern facility houses the equipment needed to construct a race car from the ground up. Inside the 2-story structure is a machine shop, engine room, gear and transmission facility, magnafluxing operation, and an industry first, an in-house cam grinding facility, allowing for the kind of engineering precision which successful stock car racing requires. The team also owns 2 airplanes, which it uses to transport staff and equipment. With its own landing strip next to the shop, RAHMOC can make better use of its time over the grueling race schedule. From its beginnings in Miami, Florida, to a small shop in Newell, North Carolina, to its new multi-million-dollar facility, RAHMOC's steady progress has been with one goal in mind: become the best team in Winston Cup racing.